Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12, and he has autism. We paint together working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So I'm going to be making some big leaves here, kind of hanging off the edges. Sometimes when we paint the edges or paint the backgrounds, I don't get it. We just go with whatever is there since he helps me, and not that it really makes a difference, but I just feel like I'm going to do something a little different, kind of off the edge here. And so I just had my 4th chemo infusion. I have breast cancer, and so I went through the 4th one yesterday, and so far I'm feeling pretty good, exhausted, but one of the medicines that they give me on the infusion day, it sticks with me and makes me pretty tired. But I can tell the foods are starting to taste weird again, and that usually lasts about a week to 10 days, and then I start getting my food taste back, which I'm very thankful for. And so then there's about 5 days kind of in between that things taste really kind of weird, and then I go back to where well, it's I'm not making myself very clear. It's about 10 days that all foods taste really strange. Nothing tastes like it is, and it's very hard for me to eat because it just, everything tastes yucky. And then I have about 5 or so days that one day sugar stuff tastes good, or sweeter stuff, not necessarily sugary things. And then I have another week after that, and then after that, everything tastes more like its original version. But it's still, I still have days where food just does not sit well with me at all. So this is for the first one was the hardest for me. I was really sick the first week. I could hardly eat anything, and I was getting too dehydrated, and but after they changed my well, technically they didn't change my medicines. They just, it was at first kind of take as needed, but then they changed it to where I would take it all day long on intervals and stuff, and that really helped. So I'm hoping, since 3 was the easier of all of them, that 4 is going to be my best one yet. I'm hoping it doesn't go in the opposite direction. So that's my little story here. Some days just are the feel weird days, but I really have been having I'm doing pretty good with all of this stuff that's happening. So I'm hoping and praying for the cure through just the chemo, but they've already told me that I probably will have to have surgery and I get reevaluated in a few weeks. So we'll see how it all goes and what happens from there. But my labs came back really good this past time, this last round. And so I'm hoping that that continues to be exactly what happens each time, and that we can get this stuff out of my system without having to do the surgery. But it is what it is, as they say. And I'm just praying. I'm praying and praying. My doctor had said that they were going to cure me, and I believe it. I believe it with all my heart, and I'm not expecting anything else but that. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Owen had a good day today. He's been so much calmer lately, and he's really loving school and his teacher and where he goes to school and just all the good stuff.
Jeannie,
And he's asking about church on Sunday. Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll go to. So he's excited about going to church and seeing his grandma tomorrow. So that is our song on repeat for what we do on the weekends. And he loves his grandma, which makes this mama very happy. So it will not be a late night for me. So I'm just kind of filling this all in with flowers. I didn't really have a plot or plan tonight, which if you've watched before, that's kind of how I do things. But I thought, trying to decide what color to do next. I just thought I would put all the flowers around. Some days I'm a little more specific about how the flowers look, and then some days they just go with whatever I want them to look like. I mean, they look a little more realistic, I should say, I guess. But some days I just need them to mush. That's what this is. They're mushing. And they don't have to have any particular spots. They're just here to entertain us. Just here to entertain. And that's the thing, is like, for a long time I didn't want to paint because I paint perfectly imperfect paintings. I paint from my heart. I paint through my emotions. And we pretend they're flowers. That's how it goes. We pretend that they look exactly like flowers. I'm trying to decide what colors I want in here. So I just use whatever inspiration is there for the day. And if you notice, I very rarely change my paintbrush when I paint. I just kind of paint and paint and paint until I'm done painting. And so that's where we're at right now. Just filling in the spots that I want to fill in and do with whatever we do. So I think I'm going to I drop a lot of paint too, because that's what we do. So now I have to decide if I want to have more filled in with those little spots or leave them empty. And I think I'm gonna kind of fill them in so, just a little bit of everything in there. I mean, blank areas are fine. That's no big deal one way or the other. So, I mean, I don't have to fill in all the little dots. There's little dots there. I think I'll put one there. Just have to decide what color. I'm leaning towards yellow and gold, but I think we're gonna just have some extra little colors with it. I'm half tempted to add some more somethings, I'm not sure. But I think I'll just add some green, random green, like little, it's almost like a Christmas bouquet or something, I don't know.
This is a reminder.